Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Richard, and well, damn, isn't this an absolutely glorious spring day? The sun is actually so bright back there. Anyways, you're not here to talk about the weather. You are here to talk about, why didn't I book the role? Like, what did I do wrong in the audition? Well, you might not have done anything wrong. That's the kicker. Why we don't book roles, I mean, we all as actors need to let go of the fact that if we did the work and we did a good audition, the rest, I'm telling you, is completely out of our control. 100% out of our control. We cannot do anything about it. We all, when we get cast for these auditions, generally speaking, we all have similar attributes. Tall, thin, or well-built, muscular. There's a few key factors that when you get into that room with the other actors that are there, we're all gonna look kind of the same. That's just the way that it is. There's no getting around it. When you go into the room and you do your audition, from the very moment that you walk through that door, now it's different now because of self-tapes, now they open their laptop or whatever they're looking at and open the file. As soon as they see you, they know if you're the one. So don't worry about it. Your job, your only job is to go in and do the best audition that you can do. That is it. Leave the rest up to the stars or the universe, however they say it. Here's a few examples. I'm 6'3". That guy's too tall. Yeah, we need someone. We've already cast the lead actress and she's like 5'4". At 6'3", I mean, in real life, that's not too bad, but when we get them on set and we get the camera on them, God, he's gonna look like he's 7 feet tall compared to her. Here's a few more examples. No, you may not like you may not like these descriptions, but that's too bad because you are the way that you are. And I'm sorry, but if you're fat, you're fat. If the role doesn't call for a fat person, then you're not gonna get the role. If it calls for a skinny person, I have more of a chance to get the role. But at the same point, maybe they want a fat person and I'm skinny. I'm not gonna complain about that. That's the role that was written in that story. Your job is to tell the story. Well, you need to kind of be like the character to tell that story. All right? I'm sorry, these are kind of harsh words, but let me rhyme off a few. Too tall, too short, too fat, too skinny, too much hair, not enough hair, too good looking, not good looking enough. He's missing a tooth. Well, that's extreme. They would know if you're missing a tooth. Too bulky. I mean, he's built like a football player. We're not looking for somebody like that. What else? Any physical attribute that you can think of goes into casting. That is a reality. And that is why you cannot get caught up in that. Don't forget, you're getting called in for an audition from a headshot, also from your body of work. So the kind of flip side of that is they kind of know what you look like anyways. So the whole adage where they say they don't know what they're looking for, at times that can be true. But most times they're pretty specific. They can be pretty specific. The height thing I have gone through myself. I have had an actress have to stand on an apple box beside me, kind of like, you know, behind a bed or something so they don't see it. You're not gonna see that stuff on camera anyways, but I mean, it happens. It happens. You know, if they don't have a good selection, hey, you may get the role. But they're gonna try everything in their power to stick with the character description. Maybe you walk funny. Maybe because you walk funny, you get the part. That's a possibility. But maybe because you walk funny, you don't get the part. Maybe you have a lisp. Maybe that gets you the part, but maybe it doesn't. But again, you cannot dwell on this stuff. Do the work. Picture yourself as the character. You need to. It's more than just lines that, oh, how am I going to deliver this? And I'm going to deliver this. When they say that, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to give it. It's more than that. You need to mentally see yourself as the character. See yourself on set, on the day. And if you don't fit the description physically, don't worry about it. We all, guys, I've become, I don't like myself a lot of times. My physical attributes, yes, I am muscular, but I am also thin. And sometimes I'm getting older and my face is getting thinner, my neck is getting thinner. I don't like it. What the heck can I do about it? Nothing. I need to take myself out of that imagery, get it out of my head, because we don't know how others see us. Other people perceive us way different. Way different. I work with 15 people. Every single person sees me a different way. Every person. That's why you can't get caught up on this stuff. These people behind the camera that are watching you, they see you a different way. That's all there is to it. So don't go in with some preconceived notion about what you look like. Again, you're going to follow the basic character description, but don't get upset if you don't get the part. Get upset if you don't do the work and you bomb and then you just bail. Get upset with yourself at that, because there was more that you could have done. The video prior to this, I talk about what to wear in an audition, and that's very key. That is very key. Your physical attributes are what you're born with, and you just have to accept them, unfortunately. You have to get over it, or else this is going to be very difficult. I still have to get over it. It's kind of weird, because in the beginning, when I first started acting, I was young. I didn't pay too much attention to how other people saw me. I just did it. Maybe that was a part of being young. I didn't care. Now that I'm older, I find that I am caring about what I see, and then I get this idea that's how other people see me. When I was young, I didn't have that. I didn't care. I just was me. But as I got older, things kind of changed. So I have my own things I need to work on when it comes to that. But it's not difficult, really. You just need to just take yourself out of there. Just focus on the script in front of you. Don't focus on the character description. Now, that kind of, so many of these ideas and things we talk about bleed into the next one in this industry. That kind of gets back to when I was talking earlier, a couple videos ago, about finding an agent. And your agent needs to do their job as well. I remember, and I think I told the story already, I remember driving all the way to Toronto for an audition. And when I walked in, the man literally said, what are you doing here? And at that time I was like, let's say I was 30. A bit bigger, face held some weight, and I looked different. I was young. He said, what are you doing here? This character's for frumpy. A frumpy, I don't even know what it was, maybe a frumpy teacher or something. But my agent at the time was a terrible agent, absolutely terrible. He had it in his mind, he took a little bit too far, about the whole, they don't know what they're looking for. Well, sorry, at that time, they knew what they were looking for. So I did not even do the audition. Or maybe I did the audition. I think he said, you can if you want since you're here, and I think I did, but yeah, there was no way I was booking that one. But you gotta have a really good relationship with your agent. They have to know what you're about, your physical attributes, and kind of stay within a range. That way you don't get too disappointed that you're not booking these roles, okay? Do the work, be strong in your choices. Be strong in your choices. Wear the proper attire for the audition. Wear it. Take some time and think about it. It actually should be one of the first things you should think about. Look at the scene setting. Is it relaxed? Is it business? Is it a lawyer? Is it a doctor? I use those two quite frequently because that's a lot that I went out, a lot of auditions that I went out for was A lot of lawyers, a lot of jerks, the odd doctor, and when I started auditioning again this year, that's what I was getting again, which was fine. It's perfectly fine. I'd like to kind of branch out a little bit further. We'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens. That's a good thing about. I'll end with this. The amazing thing about acting is that you can stick with it, and if you need to take a break, you can, because when you come back, there's always going to be roles for you. Always going to be roles everywhere. You're just a different person. Maybe you've taken some time off for family or whatever. You've lost weight or you've gained weight. Again, there goes the physical thing again. But you can always come back. It's amazing. You just kind of pick up where you left off. All right, so that's it in this one, guys. I hope you guys have some amazing auditions this week. It's the busy season. Get out there, have a great relationship with your agent, and make sure they know what you want to be submitted for. Wear the proper attire for the audition that the character would wear, and don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat why you didn't do the audition good. Here, okay, one last thing. Again, it bleeds into, you don't get the part. You did it incredible and absolutely, you nailed it. Didn't forget a line. You hit your marks. It was amazing. The casting director loved it, but you didn't get the part. But guess what happened? That casting director knows you did the work and you put in the work. It's out of there. They can kind of push production, you know, oh, what do you think of this person? I really like, they can, absolutely, they can. But if they like you, they will remember you for the next profile that comes through, and then they'll be on the phone to your agent. Hey, even before they go out, I have a great character coming up for Richard. Why don't you send him in? Have him send a reel. I really think he'd be great for this audition. So you truly didn't bomb the audition you didn't get. You didn't do anything wrong. You just weren't right for the role, and that's okay. That's okay. All right, guys, have a great, well, it's the weekend for me. Have a great week coming up. Strong choices. Be good to each other. I will talk to you guys later.